All right. Hello, you little geometry scholars. We're going to start geometry in math today as we come back from Christmas. So I think you'll like it. It's quite a bit easier than long division for sure. And I thought the area model we finished up before Christmas with was kind of fun, actually. But you might have thought it was hard. So this is looking at different kind of pictures and deciding what we can name them and remembering what they're called. So today we're looking at, as you saw in Mr. Walker's video, we're trying to identify and be able to draw points, lines, line segments, rays, and angles. So those 5 things we've got to make sure we're able to do today. Your assignment is going to be really easy. You're just going to have to decide if the drawing, which one of those the drawing is. And you'll just say, hey, that's a point or that's a line segment or whatever. So I want you to get a sheet of paper out. Let's work through some of these together. Since you're supposed to be able to draw them, I want you to draw them with me in the lesson today. So if you want to show me in the Google Meet today that you did this, I'd love to see your drawings of your line segments and things like that. We're going to work a couple of these, draw a couple of these together. We've got some directions. It's kind of like art, kind of fun. So we need pencil. You need something to make a straight edge, like a ruler or something like that, that you can help you make a straight line with. Whatever you have, the corner of a book, sticky notes, something like that would be fine, okay? So let's get started. And the first thing it says is draw 2 points. Well, the point is just like a dot, okay? And we're going to name these points W and X. So we'll just do it right here in the center. There's 1 point, and there is another point. We'll call this guy W, and we'll call this guy X. There we go. Then it says use a straight edge to draw line segment. Draw line segment WX. Okay, so let's draw line segment WX. We're going to draw a line from the 1 point to the other. All right, notice in our directions, line segments are just a line. But if we're going to draw, a line with no arrows on the end, it's kind of hard to see on this. YZ is a line that has arrows on both ends, so we know that's a line instead of a line segment. So you'll need to look at that carefully. Draw a new point that is not on WX. Label it Y. Okay, we'll just put Y down here. There's a point Y. Draw WY. Okay, line segment WY. So we're just going to connect the dots like you did when you were in kindergarten. Line segment WY, a line that runs from W to Y. Draw a point not on WX and not on WY. Call it Z. Okay. We'll put a point right there, and we'll call it Z. Then construct line segment Y, or is it line? I think it looks like a line. It's hard to tell. YZ. So we've got to draw a line this time, YZ. Now, lines have no ending. These have WX. Line segment ends at W and X. A line segment YW ends at Y and W. This says, looks to me, it's kind of hard to see, but I think that says draw a line, YZ. So we're going to do that. So that means we don't stop at the points. We go on through them, and we put an arrow at either end. Okay, and that's line YZ. That made a pretty cool picture, didn't it? Okay, and then part A here says, use the point you've already labeled to name one angle. Well, the main thing you need to remember is whatever angle you choose, you're going to put 3 letters, and the angle letter in the middle is the corner or the vertex of your angle. So just looking at what we've drawn, I see there's an angle right here. We can say angle WYZ. Remember, Y has to be in the middle. It's in the point of this angle. So we'll say angle. We draw the angle like that. And we'll start with 3. We have to name 3 points. So WYZ. Y, Z. Okay, there's the name of one angle. All right, part B, no, we're on number 2, so we can put this away. We've got some more art to do on number 2. More drawing to do. Draw 2 points, starting off the same way, isn't it? W and X. Pretty simple. Make 2 points. This guy's W, this guy's X. Okay. Use a straight edge to draw a line segment, WX. Here we go. Okay. Draw a new point that is not on WX, label it Y. Hang on. Let's put it right above it in the middle. How about that? See what kind of picture we come up with this time. Draw WY. Okay. Got to draw a line segment from W to Y, stopping at the end. I think that's, it's really hard to see if that's a line segment or if it's a ray. It didn't print really well. I'm going to pretend that's a line, that's a ray this time. Looks like it has a little arrow on the end right there. So we're going to draw ray WY. So we're going to go on through the Y and put an arrow on the end. It's not a line segment because line segment would stop at Y. It's not a line because it stops at W on this side and the line would go on. So we'll call it a ray. Draw a point not on WY or WX and call it Z. All right, we'll just go down below it this time and name this point Z and construct W. It looks like a line to me this time. It looks like it's got an arrow on both sides. Line WZ. All right, that means we're not stopping at the points. The line goes on forever in both directions. So we'll show that by putting our arrows. Okay. And then it says identify angle ZWX by drawing an arc to indicate the position of the angle. So ZW is in the middle, X. So we'll draw an arc right here to show that's angle ZWX. Then this says identify another angle by referencing points that you've already drawn. Do you see another angle here? I see a couple we could draw. They're both going to have W as a vertex. So we could do XWY. We could do YW. Oh, we don't have a point there. So I guess we better do XWY. So we'll name them angle X. Has to be W in the middle because that's the vertex. That's the corner of the angle. XWY. See how fun this is? Isn't that better than division and multiplication? All right, let's look at some real world pictures on number 3 here, and then we'll be finished for today and let you get to your own assignment, which is super duper easy. All right, so number 3, observe the familiar figures below. Label some points on each figure with different letters. Use those points to label and name representations of each of the following in the table below. So we've got to have a ray, a line segment, and an angle. Extend segments to show lines and rays. All right, so let's start with Mr. Clock here. We've got to draw a ray on the clock. So could one of these hands be a ray? Yeah, we could just draw that right there. Let's call it A, point A, B. So we're going to do ray with a little line like that, going one direction, ray A, B. Now we've got to have a line on the clock. What if we put 2 dots on the second hand here? Let's put dot C and dot D. Got to go on in both directions. So let's put our arrows. So we could have line C, D. A line segment. What if we put a dot at the end of this and the dot there? We'll put an E there. So we can have line segment A, E. And then angle. Okay. Well, we've got an angle. Nope, that's not an angle. We've got an angle right here. We've got BAD. Angle bad. Angle BAD. Okay, the second one says die. What? Oh, that's singular for dice. Okay. So this looks fun. We got lots of dots to connect. So array. Okay, let's just pick, let's call this corner right here. Let's call that B. And we'll call this corner R. And then we'll just draw an arrow on like that. So that would be ray BR. Okay. Align. Okay, well, let's pick this other corner and we'll name it S and T, the points on the corner, and we'll just draw it on in both directions there. So that would be line ST. I'm having fun. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. Line segment, let's draw from dot to dot and name it PQ. So we'll have a line segment PQ. And an angle. Hang on one second. All right, there we go. Let's get back to it here. I always get phone calls. We're looking for an angle on this die here. So we got to have going to every direction. I don't know. It's kind of going to be hard to pick one right here. I guess we could do RTS. What do you think? Can we draw this on out this way? There we go. So we could have angle RTS. Has to be T in the middle because that's the vertex, the corner. Angle RTS. And the number line, well, a number line, guess what it is? It's a line, isn't it? So it's got 0 and 1. We can do array. We can do ray 01. 0, 1. How about a line? Well, if we do the line, we can call it line 01 too, can't we? I guess probably shouldn't do it all the same names, but anyway, a line segment. If we stop here at 0 and 1, it can be line segment 01. I'm being a bad boy, being lazy, aren't I? An angle, well, we're going to have to draw something else, aren't we? Let's draw this. And now we can have angle 012. I'm just being silly, guys. All right. As long as you can look at a picture of a point and know it's a point, look at a picture of a ray. Remember a ray, point at one end, goes on the other direction. A line goes on forever in both directions. A line segment has 2 endpoints. And an angle, you know what an angle is? If you can look at a picture and tell me which is which, you're going to make an easy 100 on today's assignment. That should be easy. So go get started on it, and we'll see you tomorrow.